Give me almost the entire rest of the afternoon. We're going to do a deep dive, what to do, what to say, how to act, who to call on, how to ask for the order. You guys know that's important? Then why don't you do it enough? Uh-oh, got real quiet. How does he know? That's not my first rodeo. Ladies and gentlemen, as I welcome my friend Wade, the DC title guy, to the stage, I want all of you to stand up and give him a real title sales mastery welcome to Wade Vander. Give it up for Wade. All right.
I know I'm not as good looking as Sam, but I'll do my best for the 30 minutes that we have together. I want to thank you guys for welcoming me. Pretty cool. I see a lot of familiar faces, people that I've spoken to, people that I have done Zoom calls with, people that I've even experienced life with. And your eyeballs and your attention makes me feel warm, it makes me feel at ease on stage, and I want to let you guys know that I really appreciate that. I'm going to talk about becoming the YouTube mayor of your title sales market. No, I'm not going to shove YouTube down your throat. Okay? That's not what I'm here for. I'm here to enlighten you, educate you, inform you, and have a conversation with you over the 30 minutes that's going to help you become help you become better at what you're trying to do. Can you guys agree that you're all fighting for eyeballs and clients? Yeah, we all are, right? Can we all agree that there's technology that exists that used to not exist that allows us to put ourselves in front of our clients for free? Right? Then why do we resist? Why do we resist? Right? There's resistance all the time. I want to tell you guys a little story, a couple stories that might be relatable. When I was 17, my very first year I made over $200,000 in the title business, and I thought I was pretty cool, okay? And I went and talked to my dad, who was a truck driver all his life. I went home to Iowa, and I was at a coffee shop with my dad. We were talking about business, and I said, Dad, I got something really cool to tell you. And I told him. And can you guess what my dad said? You're probably overpaid. That's what he said. Yeah. Why do you think my dad said that? Because he can't relate to what we do. Doesn't understand what we do. There's a lot of people in your circles who don't understand what it is you do, why you make the money you make, why you have the clients you have, what value you provide. They don't understand any of it, right? They don't. And if you guys can relate to that, can I see a hand if any of you guys can relate to that? Where you tell people what it is you do and they're like, what? They don't understand. Okay, so we have to educate and inform and let them know what it is we do, right? So, I've been around in the title business for a long time, got a website, DC Title Guy, blah, 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 been doing a bunch of stuff on YouTube, okay? I started doing YouTube in 2012 when I moved to Washington, D.C. from the Phoenix, Arizona market because, one, I needed to scale my business quickly. I needed to get in front of a lot of people quickly. And also, a real important reason, no one was doing it. Raise your hand if you know a title rep in your market that just does all types of YouTube videos. Do you have somebody? I don't see a lot of hands. Okay? There's opportunity for you. Opportunity for you. Okay? Sam Trimble had a really great talk. He's talking about why video. Right? We're talking about where the opportunity is. Daryl Turner is saying, get uncomfortable. Do something outside of what you normally would do. Okay? And I can say it, Sam can say it, Daryl can say it, David Turner can say it. It doesn't matter who says it. You have to do it. Right? You have to move forward and do it. And I know that's the hard part, but that's the part that works. That's the part that actually makes things go. Okay? So again, I know that Daryl kind of took a small piece of my thunder, no worries. Raise your hand if you knew who I was prior to the announcement that I was going to speak here. Like you saw a video, you knew who I was at some level. I would say a decent amount of people, like knew at some level who I was. Why is that? right? Oh, I was on YouTube, or I was Googling something, and I saw a video, or I watched another video. And some of you guys even reached out and called me, or sent me an email, or wanted to set up a Zoom meeting, or something, right? Because you wanted to know more, right? You wanted to know more on, hey, what can I be doing to help myself in my title sales market? What can I be doing to scale the eyeballs to my business, right? We're going to get into visibility, credibility, and profitability in a little bit. And rightfully so, right? So I was in Las Vegas, which is where I met my wife, by the way, at 4 o'clock in the morning. If you guys want to talk to me afterwards about YouTube stuff, cool. Want me to tell you that story? I will. It's a good one. By the way, married 10 years, 2 kids, so all good. I was in Las Vegas a handful of years ago, and I was in line to get food at 1 o'clock in the morning with a friend, completely sober, of course. And a guy comes up to me out of nowhere, and he goes, are you DC Title Guy? And I'm like, what? And he's like, and I go, yeah. And he goes, he was with his girlfriend. He goes, that's the guy I watch on YouTube. That's the guy. And he was like, I know really awkward, it's 1 in the morning, we've been drinking, like, can I get some of your time? And he wanted to ask me questions. The reason why I'm telling you that story is because, one, you never know who's watching. You never know who's watching, okay? But you also need to create a 24/7 selling proposition for your title business. If you get up in the morning and you say to yourself, how am I going to create title orders today? You're in trouble. You're in trouble, right? Because it means that whether it's you or your real estate clients, your realtor clients, that if they have to continually make the wheel turn all the time, and that's how they create business, is they're always making the wheel turn, one, like, it's tough quick, right? And two, like, it's a struggle. You need to duplicate yourself so that people can get to know you, like you, trust you, right? And honestly, I don't really care if they like you, as long as they trust you. That's more important than likability, I think. And there's platforms and places for you to do that, right? Again, hey, I know who you were before yeah, because I was duplicating myself, right? I've not only duplicated myself once, I've duplicated myself hundreds of times, where people can watch and see and get to know, and then they can make decisions on, hey, I think this is someone who I want to work with in title, and this is going to be my title partner, without me necessarily having to be like, hey, you know, we provide good service and I'll help you with your business. Like, sure, I'm not prospecting for new business all the time, but I have something else prospecting for new business for me all the time while I'm talking to you on stage right now, right? Before I left DC to hop on a plane to come to Dallas, I spoke to a title person in Arizona, okay? A couple hours prior to that, I spoke to another woman in Florida. Okay? I mean, these are people that there's opportunities that come all the time. And so the thing is, title sales can be difficult. You don't need to make it harder by trying to do all this stuff when you have other things that you can be doing to create opportunities for yourself outside. Okay? Raise your hand if this is you. You are in the title sales witness protection program. Who's in the witness protection program? Right? So it's funny because I talk to a lot of these people, and they'll talk about how they found me on YouTube and all this other stuff and all this other thing, and I'll be like, yeah, so let's talk about video strategy. And they're like, I don't like to be on video. I'm like, so you don't like to do the thing that caused you to reach out to me and have a conversation and create that whole funnel? Like, whatever it is between your ears that's causing that reluctance has to go. It just has to go. This is 2024, we're also 2025. This isn't like the year 2012 when I first started shooting YouTube videos where it's like, well, if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It's like, well, it's something that you need to be doing to put yourself in more customers. So for those of you, and myself included, where we fight joint ventures in markets, right? You gotta become even more creative to get clients, right? Because you have a bunch of agents in your markets that no matter what level of value you bring to them, they're not gonna use you. It's not, right? And it's tough to have that be a realization. That was a tough realization for me because I'm, of course, walking around my market thinking, why wouldn't anybody want to work with me? They should be wanting to work with me, right? And then when there's like, well, hey, look, I got this thing over here, and I'm just not going to use you anymore. That's a tough one. That's a tough one, okay? So you have to raise the bar even higher, right? So how many realtors and lenders in your market do you want to know that you're an awesome title person that they should be sending you the regular title orders? then you gotta get out of the witness protection program, right? Whether that's shooting reels on Instagram or just creating video content in general that can go on a platform like YouTube, okay? You want easier conversions. We all want easier conversions, right? I want to walk into a meeting and have an agent just literally hand me a ratified contract and I'm like, thanks, and I walk out there, right? That would be the easiest conversion of all time. Doesn't happen very often, obviously, but video will help create easier conversions for you. It just will, right? And what other title reps in your market are leveraging video, so where's the opportunity? You just said nobody else really, right? Nobody else is really jumping on this, though YouTube's not a new thing, right? Instagram Reels aren't a new thing, like it's been around, right? Same thing with the conversations I have with real estate agents. You're gonna Keller Williams office. Hey, how many agents in your office are really just knocking it out of the park on video? There's like 300 Keller Williams agents, they're like 3. Like, but you send out that monthly newsletter every month, right? How's that going for you? Right? So you need to solve a problem or answer a question. Where do you go to solve a problem or answer a question? You go to the internet. Okay? In 2016, my first daughter was born, May, and we had a brand new car seat, right? Obviously, I've never used a car seat, and it had like some latch that like undid it. It comes, goes into this thing. So they're wheeling my wife out. I'm a first-time dad. I'm driving around, and I'm like, yeah, that's pretty cool. First-time dad. I forgot how to unlatch the thing. I forgot. And I was like, oh shit. Like, I'm failing immediately, Dad fail #1. So I pull around, I just beat them, I pull out my phone, I go to YouTube, I knew the kind of car seat that it was, and I'm like, tutorial on blah, 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 blah. Luckily there was a mom who did a great tutorial, and I fast forwarded to the end, and she's like, and then when you need to release it, you do this. And I was like, oh yes, and I did it, and nobody knew any different, and YouTube saved my first dad fail into a dad positive. But my point is that when I needed to solve a problem or answer a question in that moment, I didn't go to my mailbox. I went to YouTube, and it solved my problem for me. And it made me smarter. It added value back to the person who I watched their video. And all of a sudden I was like, yeah, and it helped me in that situation. Okay? So we've talked about some of this. I think David did a really good job of this. Is what level of pain are you willing to endure to grow? This is a mindset thing. Because when it comes to YouTube stuff, like anyone can shoot YouTube videos. The process isn't that hard. I can walk you through it in like 10 minutes. It's not difficult. But the problem is, it's the process before the process, right? It's, oh crap, what's someone going to think about my video? Are they going to judge me? Is this good? Is this bad? Is it going to make me money? Is it not going to make me money? So you got to realize, one, who cares what people think? Get that out of your head quickly. Secondly, what level of uncomfortability is okay with you? Okay? I can tell you this, you know how you kick ass in title sales? Work hard, be really innovative, and not give a shit what people think. That's it. That's it. Like, prospect, be innovative, teach people something, make it smart, ask for the order, have a great follow-up strategy, keep going, right? And not care what other people think. Because here's the thing, this is my friend Sarah, she is the donut girl. Okay? She doesn't bring donuts, she's actually the opposite. She has a t-shirt that says donut, there's a girl, it's a whole branding things. There's a lot of title reps in her market that don't like her. Not because she's a bad person, but because she's forcing them to raise their game in their market because she's doing stuff that they don't want to have to do, and now she's making them do it because she's so much better than they are. They don't want to get uncomfortable because they love living in comfortability. They love it right here. You know who the worst title reps are? The worst. Not the ones that suck, it's the ones right in the middle. They'll never be good. They'll never be great, but they'll never do bad enough to lose their job. They're kind of like hovering in the middle. They'll never do enough, but they do enough that makes them profitable. They love comfortability. It's nice and warm. Like that bed upstairs, right? You're all comfy, it's early, I gotta get up, I don't want to get up. That's comfortability. You know what uncomfortability is? I'm gonna get up, brush my teeth, put on my clothes, and go to the gym for an hour and bust my ass, and then go take a shower and come down here and learn something. That's uncomfortability. But you know what? The people that do that scale, grow, enhance, do more business, and those are the reps or other people in other industries that really do a really good job. Okay? But if you're willing to just live in comfortability, I get it. I mean, there's nothing necessarily wrong with that if it doesn't, like, you're not impacted negatively or whatever, but you're never going to get to where you really want to go. You just won't. Okay? So that's the decision I made when I moved to DC. It was like, I don't know what I'm doing. I have this website that I built. I don't know much about websites. I'm not a very good writer, but I want to write blog articles, and I want to shoot YouTube videos. I don't know anything about YouTube. I have a crappy camera. I don't know what to talk about, but you know what I did? I just did it. And I got better at it. Then I figured it out. Got a little better at that, right? And I started learning from other people and just took the reins and kept going, right? So is your title sales business evolving or staying the same? What needs to be changed or added? More than likely, there's things that probably need to be removed and things that need to be replaced inside of that, okay? We all know title people that will continue to do things that don't yield them business because they're comfortable doing that thing that doesn't yield them business versus doing the uncomfortable thing that will yield them more business, but then they have to get uncomfortable to do it, so they won't do it, they'll just stay in comfortability, and then they wonder why they're not growing. Do we know? Raise your hand if you know anybody like that. Maybe even you, a little bit. Okay? Everybody in this room at some point, somewhere in your life, that's you. That was me. I get it. Right? Hey man, if I just get one really good title order today, I'm not gonna prospect anymore. I got what I want for the day. I'm good. We all know people like that. Right? Like, you gotta change your mentality. Okay? Title rep's coming. Ever had that happen to you? Why do you think real estate agents do that sometimes? Because they don't think you're going to help them or educate them or inform them or be valuable enough that you're worth their time. Probably wrong, but that's what they think because that's what, in our industry, that's what's happened a lot. Hey, can I bring you some bagels or can I get you, can I print your flyers and drive it to your listing? You're not their assistant. Stop being their assistant. Teach them something. Find out what's important to them and then teach it back to them. Be smarter than they are. Okay? They won't do that. They'll say, hey, look, Sarah's in the office. Oh, Jesus, can I catch her before she leaves? I gotta ask her a question. That's what you want. I need to get on her calendar. You ever had a realtor ask to get on your calendar? You ever have a realtor pay for your lunch? It's awesome. I love it. Happened to me last week. Two agents on a top team literally reached out and said, hey, we want to get on your calendar for a lunch. We have a lot of questions we want to ask you. That's a lot more fun than, hey, look, can I get your next 2 title orders? I promise we won't screw them up. Right? I mean, but you know what can help do that? Videos. Teaching agents to do something, teaching agents to do the thing that they want to do, you already do it. Like, you already do it. So, I mean, look, the credibility factor in my market is like off the charts from the standpoint when I talk about videos and YouTube and whatever, because it isn't like I just started. I've been doing it, and I talk to people over the country all the time, so it isn't like it's not like, you know, whatever. I can be like, hey, look, what if these were buyers and sellers in your market, in your farm? Wouldn't that be cool? You picked up an extra 3 or 4 or 5 deals a year, organic inbound business versus paying Zillow, and now you have like cost for all your leads, and you're really not profiting like you want to. Yeah, oh, that takes a lot of work, Wade. No shit. It does. Well, you know what? Do the work. Do the work. Right? There's no shortcut in this. There's no shortcut in this, right? Unless you have a parent who owns a title company and they have all this business and you just get spoofed at whatever it is. But other than that, no, there's not, right? So you got to get outside your comfort zone, lower the barrier of resistance. We talked about creating conversations. Somebody spoke about creating valuable conversations, meaningful conversations. This will help you to create different conversations with your clients that you've never really had before, because they weren't expecting to have that conversation with you. And then when you have that conversation with them about the thing that they never thought you were going to talk about, they're like, whoa, this is different. Tell me more. How can we move forward with business? Right? This is going to be like probably 25% of this room in about 3 hours. At the bowling alley. So we're going to talk about visibility, credibility, and profitability. But I love this formula. If you guys don't take anything away from what I say, this formula, visibility plus credibility equals profitability. Do I have your attention? I'm on stage with a microphone. Hopefully I have your attention. Visibility, okay? Eyeballs to you. Without visibility, credibility, and profitability doesn't exist. Well, you can't be credible and profitable if you're not in front of people. So if you don't shoot videos and create valuable content at some level, then you're not going to have the other two things. Okay, so that's already gone. So you got to be visible because you're fighting for eyeballs. Have you ever lost a deal to a title rep in your market who clearly wasn't as good as you? Of course. They were just right at the right time, right? Well, they're doing something you're not doing. They're putting themselves in front of people that you're not, right? It doesn't mean that they're smarter than you. They're just doing the thing that you're not doing, right? It's like the real estate agent, like, hey, you know a realtor in your market who isn't very good realtor, but they're a hell of a marketer? Yeah, they do a ton of business, but they're not really good realtors. They don't take care of their clients. There's other people who take really good care of their clients who are awesome, and they're shitty marketers, and that's where they struggle. So they don't do enough business. They don't do a lot of business. But that's also where you can come into play and help them with the things that they're struggling with. Credibility. Does the content you're creating make the watcher smarter and add value back to you? That's the big thing. So for me, when I post on social or even social media stuff, I'm like, would someone stop scrolling and actually watch this or look at this? Because I don't want to post dumb stuff, right? I want to post stuff that people actually like comment on or like or respond to or whatever. But the credibility piece helps to create a conversion. So the people that I talk to, I'm like, why'd you reach out? Oh, I watched like 10 of your videos. Why'd you reach out? I love what you said. It really resonated with me. I thought it was helpful. I think you'd be helpful to me. So you found them credible. Yeah. The credibility piece creates the conversion. So you could even take this back to your market, to real estate agents, and say, hey, look, this is what's going to help you create more buyers and sellers in your market. The credibility piece. You know, not the, hey, whoa, look at me piece. I'm this amazing real estate agent or title rep and you're just a flashy person. Like, what are you doing to educate, inform, and make them smarter? Okay? There's a lot of people in this room been in this business a long time, okay? And you guys know a lot of stuff. Don't hold it in. Let people know what you know, right? It can be something basic, intermediate, advanced, whatever it is, but the credibility piece will create the conversion, okay? And if you think about it, let's go back to this real quick. On the conversions, think about how many more valuable realtor clients do you need in your title office to really be like, yeah, you know what, I just have like 7 more people, or 5 more people, or 8 more, whatever it is. There's a number that you know, okay, because you're going to do your 2025 business plan, right? Business plan people, hopefully, please? Okay. You know, right? You know what that number might look like. So how many conversions do you need to get the extra people that you need in the door to create the revenue that you want, which creates the final number, which creates your your commission reports, right? You have to figure that out. Okay? So visibility creates the attention, credibility creates the value, puts your people in the funnel, the profitability is the result of your prospects coming out of the funnel. So the profitability piece is face-to-face appointments, which creates contracts. Because you're asking for the business on the first meeting, and you have a really good follow-up strategy that you're using to make sure these people make good on the commitment that they gave you in the meeting, right? And you guys all have your meeting closes down. You should have more than one meeting close, by the way, several meeting closes based on their level of relationship with the other title company that they're currently using or the type of business that they're doing. You should have certain closes ready to go, okay? If you don't know what those are, you can talk to me, you can talk to Daryl's people. Obviously, they're good at all that stuff, okay? But, let's see a raise of hands. How many of you guys, if you're like, if I get a face-to-face appointment with a top prospect, I know I'm pretty much good? Or is it like, I don't know? So learn how to run the appointment. Run the appointment, know how to close people, okay? Creates your retention. All right, getting started. I don't know where I'm at on time. How am I on time? Am I all right? Okay, I'm going anyway. All right, getting started. Setting up the channel, it's free. YouTube is free. Think about this. This thing that's helped create all this whatever is completely free. It's owned by Google, right? Your competitors aren't doing it, step one. Your competitors aren't doing it. That's something that you should be looking at doing. This could be not just YouTube, this could be other stuff. If there's other valuable things that your competitors aren't doing, you should look at doing it and implementing it, especially going into the next year. Use your phone. Okay, I have a camera that I use, I use my phone, I've done work with professional videographers, whatever. But my point is, in the simplest term, you can use your phone. iPhone 15, 16 is ridiculous, awesome. Like, you can use your phone, okay? So think about what questions do you get over and over from clients? That's the starting point. You know, sure, the basic of the books, title insurance, what you needed, sure. But other things that they might be asking you. Hey, what's the fastest way to get the EMD to you? Oh, we use Zocco, it's awesome. What's that? Oh, it's an app. How does that work? That's That's a video. Okay, how does Zocco work? Walk them through it. Okay, what are the processes that your title company uses? Are they special? Are they different? Do you do something very unique? Do you use one of these other vendors over here, like Flow Simple? How does that work? Do a video with Flow Simple and show them how that works. And get that out to your people. Again, we're talking about 95% of video content is retained, right? Versus something that's read. What great topics where you can add value, okay? Here's the last one. Don't be afraid to discuss tougher topics. This comes with an asterisk. Don't go crazy, right? Don't like go off the deep end with like some crazy topic that offends everyone. But don't be afraid to discuss tougher topics, okay? I have a beach house in Long Beach Island, New Jersey. And whenever my kids and I get down to the beach and we go to the ice cream shop, my kids never order just vanilla ice cream. They don't order that. They order the special crazy ice cream with all the toppings and all the other stuff. Your videos kind of have to be like that. No one watches vanilla. Okay, there has to be something that really draws people in. Title to your video is important, content's important, topic obviously important, but don't be afraid to discuss potentially tougher topics. I'm going to point you to a video at the end of this that talks about joint ventures. It's a good one. Okay? It's going to piss some people off and some people don't really love it. Great. Right? So the thing is don't be afraid to discuss tougher topics when you have to. Because those topics are out there and you got to be able to talk about it. Okay? Oops. Back. Action items. Create content that educates and informs. Okay? This is the struggle. Be consistent. That's the hard part with anything. Going to the gym, being consistent. Eating healthy, being consistent. Okay? Going running 5 days a week or whatever. That's hard to be consistent. Okay? But the consistency is where YouTube starts to rank your videos in searches, because if you continually feed YouTube content, it will put your content in front of other people. And especially if you look at the titles of these videos, are these vanilla topics? Why there's a lack of training for title sales reps? Sign your title insurance sales rep isn't going to make it. Right? Can a title sales rep make over 6 figures a year? These are all topics. See, the video can be whatever, right? I need the title to be great because it can be the best video, but no one clicks on it, no one's going to watch it, right? The title's got to draw people in. Okay? So being consistent, this is where people struggle. You have to be in your content. Oh, do I? Yeah, it's you. Okay, I know you guys all work for great title companies, but ultimately, why do people send business to your title company? It's you! You are the product, you are the brand. You need to promote the product and the brand. You need to be in your videos talking about the things that you know, and the end result of that is people partnering with you to send you title orders to your company. Your company benefits in the end, but you are the lead. Okay? That's important. If you notice, I'm in these videos, not only in the front, but also in the thumbnail, etc., whatever. It's important. And again, it's like your competitors aren't going to do this. So I would be like, look, if you don't know how to get started, I have a bunch of stuff on YouTube you can check out. Talk to a videographer in your market. Hire someone who does social media or does marketing that can help you get started. And you can take it from there. Because then you can bring it to your agents. And then all of a sudden you got some new stuff to bring to them that highlight levels, that brings up your level of value with your realtors, that helps them convert into customers for you. Okay, that's all we're trying to do, right? Like we're trying to get customers in the door, which turns into title revenue. Okay, so you gotta do the things your competitors aren't doing. Syndicate your videos, right? Push them out on social. Whatever if somebody doesn't like my video, who cares? Who cares, right? You have to stop thinking about that. What if my hair is like? Don't worry about it. Doesn't matter. It's more important of what you're saying, the information that educates and informs. Have strong calls to action. Okay? I do a lot of linking. That's why I have my DC Title Guy website. I link my videos to my website to my video, because Google and YouTube, and I want so I can get my blogs ranked in Google searches and my videos at the same time, and I link them together. So I got people hopping back and forth. Have strong calls to action. You never know what people are going to say when they watch your videos. I've never met this woman. I want to reach out and let you know that how much your videos have impacted my career. When I first came across your channel, I was feeling lost and unaware about the direction I want to take in my professional life. And after watching your videos, I was inspired to take control and make a change. You never know who's watching. And you never know what the videos that you post, what impact they could have on other people based on whatever they're going through in their life. Okay? And it's very interesting how that all works. But I wanted to show that because, again, it's not all like, well, it's just realtors and they're gonna, like, you never know how your content can help affect and change other people. Okay? You just never know what's going to happen. Oh, by the way, this is the marketing plan for most of the realtors in your market. Still waiting on those referrals? You know, I talk to agents all the time when I'm running the meeting, and I'll say, hey, what would you say, how do you currently generate the majority of your business? Oh, I get probably like 90% of my business by referral. I'm like, oh, so you're waiting on other people to hand you business, and you're not out prospecting for new business? Like, do you have 90% of all your money liquidated into Wells Fargo? They're like, no. Like, yeah, you would diversify your portfolio, correct? They're like, yeah, you need to do the same thing with your real estate business. You can't be just sitting there waiting on referrals. Because I know in 2020 and 2021, referrals came like crazy, but now they're not, right? 87% of homeowners have rates above 4.5%, so they're less likely to sell, right? And obviously, new construction hasn't caught up to where we're at in demand. So less transactions overall happening. This is your opportunity, if you're actually getting into creating video content, that you can take this to all these. There's a lot of realtors. You guys all know realtors right now in your market that you can think of that send you business. That's primarily how they're getting business. They're getting it from referral only, and you have to shift their mindset because you've already shifted yours to say you need to diversify how you're getting clients. Right? If you're going to be in business for much longer, like 5 years, 10 years, you got to get on YouTube, you got to shoot video content, you got to be in front of more people because you're fighting for eyeballs too. But guess what? I'm going to help you win in your market because I know how to do this and I'm going to show you how to do it. All I'm asking in return is that I want to partner with you and earn all your title orders. Can I get that commitment from you? Can I get that commitment from you? And when they say yes, then you have to hold them to that commitment because they just gave it to you. People don't like to go back on their commitments. So again, when you can raise the bar in your market and show people what you can do to make them better at becoming a real estate agent and help them bring more visibility because you're already taking action to do it, that's the winner. That is the winner. Okay? Become the teacher. Become the teacher, right? If you do the thing that you teach, the credibility factor with prospects and clients is off the charts. It's off the charts, okay? Who here teaches classes in your market? Boom, awesome. Add video classes in here, if you haven't already. Add video classes. These agents are craving it. They are. The problem is they're not expecting the title company to teach it to them. So when you do, you're gonna raise the bar in your market, right? This is your opportunity to leapfrog competition, right? And become the YouTube mayor of your title sales market. Shifting the mindset, willing to get uncomfortable, do the thing outside of your comfort zone, not caring what other people think, putting yourself in front of a camera, being okay with failing forward. You think I haven't shot videos where I screwed up like 12 million times and had to start over and do it again? Especially here's the best one, when you're shooting a video and you're all the way at the end and your battery runs out of juice. And you're like, oh my God, I gotta reshoot this whole thing. That's happened to me a bunch of times. Right? But then you just go charge it back up and reshoot it. Get it uploaded to YouTube, right? I can tell you, having been in the title space for 19 years and been on YouTube for a long time, 12 years, is that having this tool in your toolbox is a game changer for attracting. Here's the cool part, the ideal client that you want to work with. How many of you work with a-hole clients that you're stuck with? You know you are, right? We all are. You got somebody, you got a few people in there. Well, if you can start attracting that ideal client who already buys into video, who buys into the YouTube thing, who understands organic inbound and how that all works, man, that makes your life so much easier when they say, hey, look, man, this is exactly what I've been looking for from a title partner. I want to partner with you. We're very like-minded in how we think, and this is going to be a great partnership. Versus the agent that reluctantly sends you a deal, and you know that if one thing goes minutely wrong, they're going to be all over you, and they're going to criticize everything, and there's a good chance that even if it goes okay, they're not coming back anyway. Oh, I hate that, right? We all don't like that. This is going to help you discover more of those ideal customers that want to partner with you. Okay? So what works for me? What do I do? Okay, well, I teach stuff, okay? But in-person classes at my title office or at mortgage offices. Every mortgage lender in your market would love it if you said, hey, look, I got a really great class. It's about an hour long. It's a lunch and learn. It's on how to get started with YouTube, 1, 2, 3 for agents. So it's an introductory class. I'm gonna drive probably 25 agents to your mortgage office so you can meet them. All I need in return is, can you just bring the lunch so I can teach the class? They're all gonna say, when can we sign up for that? Right? Because these loan officers, they all want realtors, right? They've had you think title people had a tough go at it? Think about mortgage folks. They can't close cash deals. right? Like for what, 30% of deals for a while were cash. No refis for like 2.5 years, 2 years. Like they would love it if you introduced them. Also, are refis going to come back? More likely, more so next year. Get in front of these mortgage lenders today and be like, and create those relationships so when they have that business to send, they're going to send it, and because you've done them a solid already, they can then, you have the ability to ask them for an introduction to their producing agents that they work with. What an easy intro is that? Hey, by the way, I want you to meet Steve. He's this awesome title rep and teaches YouTube classes. He's really impacted my business. I think he'd be a great fit to work with you. Do you mind if I set up a lunch with you guys? Slam dunk, right? That's exactly what we want. Okay? So I teach also, this is a really good thing that I've done, that's been helpful for me, is 30-minute Zoom classes. 30 minutes, realtors, attention spans low, right? So 30 minutes, Zoom, you're gonna learn 3 things, 3 10-minute things, and you're gonna have actionable takeaway items. By the way, this Zoom is recorded, and I have the handout, so can you put your contact information in the chat so that I can send it to you afterwards, and I'll follow up with you accordingly. They all put their contact information in the chat. I go through my agent brief, and I find out who's doing business and who's not. I sort by the people who I want to talk to. I still give everybody everything, but I only follow up with people that are doing deals. And I keep going. You know what that costs? $0. You know how often I can do it? All the time. It's a winner. Okay? So I teach 3 levels of classes. YouTube Getting Started 101, YouTube SEO, what you need to know, and then YouTube SEO Scaling Your Real Estate Channel. So basically it's like beginner, intermediate, advanced. And here's the thing, the higher up the chain you go, the less agents you'll get. But the less agents you get, the right agents you'll get. I don't care if 2 people show up to my Scaling Your Real Estate Channel, because those people are real interested. Most of the time, right? Those are people that are going to be easier conversions for me, versus the looky-loos, who I got to sort through and see who's doing what, and maybe a couple of them are worth qualified with, the rest aren't. Okay? So, this is it. I want to thank you for allowing me to talk to you, having this conversation with you. I invite you to scan this because it goes to my latest YouTube video that I just posted, talking about how real estate joint ventures actually are costing realtors money versus making them money. And also goes to the rest of my channel, so you can check me out, look around, and do all that. You have a question? It's not working. Is it not working?
No.
It was working yesterday. I don't know. Well, if you want to go to my YouTube channel, it's just youtube.com/my name, Wade Vander Molen. All together, Wade Vander Molen, and the video is there. All my other videos are there. Here's the other thing. I invite you to continue the conversation with me. I'm going to be around, obviously, the rest of today and tomorrow. If you have questions about YouTube, you're curious, you want to talk about other things in your business, like, I'm happy to have those conversations with you. If you want, a little tutorial of how to get started on YouTube, like, just hit me up. I'm happy to talk to you guys about that, because I want everyone in this room to succeed. I want everyone in this room to be awesome in their markets. I want everyone in this room to be able to leapfrog ahead of their competition. And I can tell you, if you're willing to just get outside of your comfort zone and do the thing that 1, agents want, and 2, your competitors won't do, you will have more opportunities than you realize. So, I'm Wade Vander Molen. Thank you for the time, and I really appreciate it.
All right, everyone, give it up for the Title Guy. And another way you can get a hold of him is follow him on social media, right, Wade?
Yes, at DC Title Guy is my Instagram handle, and there's a lot of good videos and content on there as well. So, thank you.
Absolutely.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you, Wade.
Yep.
All right, you guys.